My name is Adam. I'm from Minneapolis, Minnesota. I was kind of struggling back at home. Had to get away from the people, places, and things that were surrounding my life. Um, Obviously, the warm weather was a big factor in it as well. I knew I wanted to get out of where I was from, and Florida or California were kind of like where I was wanting to go. When I left almost 3 years ago to come down here, um, I was a sick mess that nobody wanted to be around, that nobody could stand. I felt like a burden to the family. I was sick in the basement withdrawing. I was throwing up around my nephew, their 1-year-old son, and I felt kind of ashamed and I felt disgraced about myself. I grew up playing sports, pretty active in athletics, and involved in the school. I was pretty well known. My dad was a high school varsity football coach. I played varsity football. I played basketball. I played sports year round. And I was always kind of known as the rebel, the bad kid. I didn't have a very good reputation. I slowly started falling down this path, and I slipped into hanging out with people who wanted to live the way I wanted to and use the way I wanted to on a daily basis. In the morning before school, I was selling crack and I was selling weed. I got busted breaking into a house at a party, getting assault charges. It was really like a blessing in disguise, because I was medically cleared to leave high school to go to treatment. And at that point is when I was first introduced to going to these institutions, going to treatment, going to AA, being court mandated to do it. Now I love to do it, but that's when I was first introduced to it. I found this program and found faith in the fellowship. I had 90 days clean. I finished high school clean, so I went on a good note, which was really good for me. But I had caught some charges which really affected my college career. So I had been planning to leave the state to go to a school and play rugby, and I had to stay because my probation wouldn't allow me to leave. And that was really when it threw a curveball in my life, because I was stuck in this town where I knew everyone who had drugs. I was kind of stuck there, and I felt a little bit hopeless. And I tried going to that school for a couple years, and I was using heroin and meth, and trying to do heroin while going to school nodding out is not a good combination. So I had to withdraw from my class, medically get cleared to go to treatment, and really just do some work on myself and find out what I needed to do in order to get this thing under control. I can't function using drugs. I'm not a normal person. I have to realize I'm an addict and an alcoholic, and it runs in my family, and it's, I'm just glad I'm able to figure it out now instead of later.